Hello everyone and welcome to another game of Squirrels Baseball. I am Aaron and we are back home again to take on the Marlins just like we did last week. Marlins did win the last game of that last 3-game set. This is another 3-game set. Gives Marlins a couple of victories over us this year. Alright, and the teams will take the field. Same lineup as normal for the Squirrels. We'll get bench guys in at the end of next series, which will be against the Reds, I do believe. Alright, Gil on the mound. Having a good year, as are all of our pitchers, as they normally do. And here comes Indy Chavez to start things off for Florida. First pitch is a curveball that is not close to the zone. That slider also out of the zone. Apparently Gil really doesn't want to groove in a fastball. He's thrown all breaking balls and none of them have been really even close to strikes. Gets a swing and a miss on 3-0 on a sinker. Finally puts in a fastball and it's ground to first. One down, Aaron Hill to the plate. First pitch is called a strike. That pitch bounces in. It's 1-1. There's a called strike. Makes it 1-2. Called strike on a curveball for strike 3. 2 down. David Wright to the plate. And that first pitch is down and away. Called strike. Swing and a miss will make it 1-2. Called strike 3, and that will be it for the top of the first inning. We go to the bottom half of the inning. Kester will lead things off per the usual. Looks to be the same Marlins lineup we have been seeing. Andrew Miller is going to start this one off. First pitch to Kester is down and in. Ground ball that will get through David Wright and into left field, a leadoff single. That will bring Marvin to the plate. He's going to bat right-handed. First pitch is down and in. Pops this one up. David Wright is waiting on it. And he makes the catch. 1 on, 1 out. Chief at the plate. And he smacks this one into right field. Kester will stay at second. So runners on first and second for Terry. Just 1 out. First pitch, a cutter for strike 1. And this fastball stays inside. Ground ball right over third. Wright goes to second with it, and they do get that out, but that is the only out the Marlins get. So that will leave runners on the corners with 2 outs for Frank. First pitch is called a strike. Swing and a miss to make it 0-2. Will this get down? I don't think so. Jacobs makes the catch in foul ground. Couple hits, but no runs for the Squirrels. We go into the second inning where Josh Willingham will start things off.
Number 14, Josh Willingham, left fielder.
First pitch is put towards shortstop. Joey jumps up and makes the play. Game very replay happy today. That'll bring Mike Jacobs to the plate.
Mike Jacobs, first baseman.
First pitch, down and away on a curveball. Fastball is too high. This one's inside. 3-0. This will be fouled away. 3-1 now. Slider for strike 2 to fill the count. Sinker gets a swing and a miss for strike 3. 2 down, Cody Ross to the plate.
Right fielder.
First pitch is called a strike. Ground ball to third, Chief will throw to first, and that'll end the top of the second. Still scoreless as we go to the bottom half of the inning, where Tom will lead things off. First pitch to Tom is called strike. Line drive into left field. Leadoff single again. That'll bring Zach to the plate. He swings and misses at the first pitch. Another called strike for 0-2. Pops this one up behind second base. Bartlett waiting on it, and he makes the grab. 1 on, 1 out for Joey. Looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. Looks at strike 3. 2 away. Gill at the plate, hitting .77. Looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. He does hit this one. Miller will field it himself. Goes to first, and that will end the inning. We go to the third inning, still scoreless, where Jason Bartlett will lead things off.
Number 8, Jason Bartlett, shortstop.
First pitch, a curveball for strike 1. Fastball up and in. And that fastball outside. It's 2-1. There's a called strike, make it 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. A 1 down, Livingston to the plate. He looks at strike 1. Curveball, ground foul over by the first base coach. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Brings Andrew Miller to the plate. Got a good average for a pitcher at .237. Has a 1-1 count at the moment. Swings and misses at a slider. Pops this one up towards third. Chief will make the grab. And we'll go to the bottom of the third inning. Still no score. The Squirrels back to the top of their order. Miller, 1 strikeout. His first time through the Squirrels' order. Kester with the base hit in his first at-bat. Made it to third base, but no farther. He has an 0-2 count to start this at-bat. Pops this one up. Livingston waiting for it. 1 down. That will bring Marvin to the plate. First pitch called a strike. Swing and a miss will make it 0-2. And just outside, 1-2. And that pitch is too high. We've got a 2-2 count. Make it a full count. Whoa, almost hits him, but that's going to be ball 4. So 1 on, 1 out. Chief got a base hit in his first at bat, and he swings far too early on that changeup. Hits this one towards the middle, but instead it's going to be a double play ball. Mark that one down, 6-4-3. Still scoreless as we go into the 4th inning, and the Marlins will be at the top of their order. 5 strikeouts for Gill the first time through the Marlins order. Andy Chavez not one of those. He ground out in his first at-bat. Pops this one up. Gill waiting for it in front of the mound. 1 down. Aaron Hill in the box. He struck out in his first at-bat. First pitch called strike. Another called strike. And a ground ball to first. 2 away. David Wright struck out looking in his first at-bat. Swings and misses at a fastball. This pitch misses inside. Fouled away. That'll make it 1-2. Called strike 3 on a high fastball, and that will end the top of the 4th. Still no scores. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Terry will lead things off for the Squirrels. Terry ground out in his first at-bat to third. I can't really say it's nearly a double play. No throw was ever made to first, but had me worried for a moment. He has a 1-1 count in this at-bat. Pitch misses outside again. There's a called strike to make it 2-2. This one will be fouled away over by the third base seats. Still 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 out. Frank at the plate. He fouled out in his first at-bat. This pitch is too low. And just one outside. 2-0. Fly ball. It's going to hook well foul. It's going to bounce into the seats. 2-1. Ground ball to third. David Wright to first. 2 away. That brings Tom to the plate. Got a base hit in his first at-bat. Changeup is outside. And then down into the dirt. We got a 2-0 count. Down and in. 3-0. There's a questionable called strike. 3-1. Line to David Wright. He makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. We go into the 5th. Still no score. Josh Willingham will come to the plate. He lined out in his first at-bat. First pitch misses inside. There's a called strike. Another called strike makes it 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 down. Mike Jacobs to the plate. I do believe he struck out in his first at-bat. First pitch is called a strike. Swing and a miss to make it 0-2. Line drive into right. That's going to fall in for a base hit. First hit of the day, first base runner of the day for the Marlins. Cody Ross now in the batter's box, and he hits a base hit into left. Marlins coming alive all at once here. That's going to be a double, puts runners on second and third. See a replay of this one, and Gill, and certainly his first jam of the day after his first 2 hits of the day. Jason Bartlett at the plate. There's only 1 out. He really only has to get the ball to the outfield. Curveball out of the zone. Another curveball gets a swing and a miss. Fastball, ground ball that Joey will field. Throw goes to first, runners stay put. Second and third with 2 outs. Livingston to the plate. He'll probably need a hit now, and he looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. Hits this one, a ground ball. Gill will field himself, and he is out of the jam. Couple hits, but still no scores. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning, where Zach will lead things off for the Squirrels. Zach credited with a flyout in his first at-bat. Looks at strike 1. Ground ball. That's foul down the third base line. 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 away, Joey to the plate. Struck out in his first at-bat. Looks at strike 1 here. He's still not swung the bat the entire day so far. He's looked at 4 straight strikes. Finally swings the bat, hits it into the right center gap. Outfield is playing in, and he hits it over their heads. And he will be content with a 1-out double. Gill to the plate is showing bunt. Pulls it back, and it's called a strike. Puts the bunt back out there. Pulls it back again, but this one bounces in. Another bunt attempt. Pulls it back, and it is called a ball again. 2-1. Pulls it back for another called strike. Now he's no longer showing bunt. Swings and misses for strike 3. What a pointless at-bat. Well, Kester to the plate with 2 outs. He does have, I think, maybe 2 hits today. At least 1. No, probably just 1. Anyway, he has an 0-2 count in this at-bat. Up the middle, but not hard hit. Miller will field it himself, and that will end the 5th inning. We go to the 6th inning. Miller's going to lead things off for the Marlins. Still no score.
Number 23, Andrew Miller.
Miller popped out his first at-bat. Looks at strike 1 here. Swing and a miss will make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 down. Indy Chavez, 0 for 2. Gill up to 8 strikeouts now. Looks at strike 1 here. Fouls this one back to make it 0-2. Popped up foul. Tom will go back, and he will make the grab. 2 away, Aaron Hill. 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Pops this one up. Zach coming in, and he will make the grab. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. 6 combined hits for the teams, but 0 combined runs. Marvin due up for the Squirrels. Marvin is flown out and walked today. Hits this one a ground ball to second. Hill will take care of that. 1 down. Chief, 1 for 2. Single and hit into a double play. Swings and misses at the first pitch here. And that pitch is too high. Ground ball, that'll get through the left side of the infield for his 2nd hit of the day. Terry to the plate is 0 for 2. First pitch, up and out. And that cutter is called a strike. Up in the zone. This one will get through for another base hit. Chief on his way to 3rd, and he should make it there pretty comfortably. Runners on the corners for Frank. There's only 1 out. First pitch in the dirt. Second pitch right down the middle, and Frank let it go by. Swings at this one, and it will get knocked down by Aaron Hill. It's going to go down as a hit, though I'm sure he feels like he should have had it. And it will be an RBI single. Squirrels take a 1-0 lead. Tom fouls the first pitch away in this at-bat. Runners on 1st and 2nd. This is right down the line past David Wright. Another run will score. 2-0 Squirrels. Runners on first and second. That's going to be it for Miller. Richard Garcia. Harvey Garcia is going to take over on the mound to try to keep this manageable for the Marlins. Zach 0 for 2. 2 on, 1 out. Slider breaks outside. This one catches the inside corner. And this one gets away. That's going to move runners to second and third. 2-1 count. Swing and a miss to make it 2-2. Popped foul. Still 2-2. Ground ball. It is a fair ball towards first. Throw goes home. It's not in time. The Marlins fail to get an out. Runners on the corners with 1 out. 3-0. Joey looks at strike 1. Swing and a miss to make it 0-2. Popped foul to the screen. That pitch is too high. This ball is fouled away. Still 1-2. That slider breaks outside. It's 2-2. Outside again. We've got a full count. 1 out. Runners on the corners. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Gill's spot, but he suddenly doesn't have to pitch the 7th. So we're going to put Phil in here. All right, runners on the corners with 2 outs, and they check over on first. Garcia starts off with a fastball that's outside. Ground ball to third, and that should end the inning. We'll go into the 7th inning, now a 3-0 Squirrels lead. David Wright is due up for the Marlins. And see Gill pitch, so Gonzalez will come into Joey's spot, and we will flip-flop the infield.
Your attention, please. Now on the pitch for Indianapolis. Number 76, Gonzalez.
All right, David Wright has struck out in both at-bats today. And he will be your National League starting third baseman for the All-Star game as he gets a base hit here. Josh Willingham is 0 for 2. Line out and a strikeout. Starts off with strike 1 here. This pitch is inside, 1-1. Swing and a miss to make it 1-2. Ground ball, this could be a double play. Kester back onto first, in time, 4-6-3. Mike Jacobs is 1 for 2. That ball is too low. Splitter rather, for a strike. Gonzalez doesn't throw a slider, gets a swing and a miss on the changeup. Fastball inside, maybe a touch low as well. Goes with the cutter, gets a ground ball over his head, but Phil will take care of it. And we will go to the 7th inning stretch. 3-0 Squirrels. Kester to lead off on the other side.
Rise and join the singer.
Sorry, volume, that's not good enough. Kester looks at a strike. Garcia is going to continue on the mound. Has Kester with an 0-2 count. And he fouls this pitch away, still 0-2. Ground ball to short, Bartlett over to first, 1 down. That will bring Marvin to the plate. 0 for 2, but he does have a walk. First pitch is called a strike. And this, do you believe this is Marvin's first at-bat left-handed today? And he puts a deep fly ball into center. Chavez going back, but he's not going to make it there. One hops the wall, and Marvin is in with a double. I'd probably hit that one right about 400 feet, but our ballpark a little bit deep back there. One hops the wall. Chief at the plate, swings and misses. Runner on second with 1 out. Hits this one through the right side. Marvin's going to stop at third. Too hard hit to score him, I think. Brings Terry to the plate with the runners on the corners. Only the 1 out. This could be a double play ball, but instead they go home with it. So the Squirrels do not score a run, but the Marlins also do not get an out. Bases loaded with 1 out for Frank, and he will look at strike 1. And that changeup is outside. Into left field. Why runners were not tagging, I have no idea. They all get back, but that probably cost us a run. See if Tom can make good on it. There's 2 outs, bases loaded. And we got a wild pitch, and that's not going to score, although Marvin had already taken off. He is dead meat. So, terrible base running by the Squirrels on back-to-back pitches. That ends the inning. We go into the 8th. 3-0 Squirrels. So we will go get Hermida. Put him into Frank's spot. That will bring Quinton into the game.
Your attention, please. Now comes the pitch for Indianapolis. Number 17, Hermida.
All right, Cody Ross, 1 for 2. He has a double in today's game. Looks at strike 1. Hits this one. That's going to get over Phil's head and into the outfield gap. Takes a pretty big turn at first, but he will retreat. Leadoff single brings Jason Bartlett into the box. He is 0 for 2 and starts off with a strike. Check over on first. To the plate now. Another curveball gets a swing and a miss to make it 0-2. And a fastball inside. Runner takes off and he is thrown out. So base is now empty with 1 out. 2 strikes at the plate and we get a foul ball. Still 1-2. Another curveball. This one bounces in. Fastball out of the zone. We got a full count. Called strike 3. Fastball pretty much right down the middle. 2 down. Livingston at the plate. He is 0 for 2 and he will start off with strike 1. That pitch is too low. Swing and a miss will make it 1-2. This pitch goes into the outfield. Another base hit. Actually, I think his first base hit. Pitcher spot up. The Marlins will pinch hit. I don't know which Barton this is. Derek Barton. 2 outs, runner on first. First pitch, a curveball. It's too far inside. Runner takes off again, and again they are thrown out. I don't know why they think they can run on Tom. But that ends the inning. Tom's going to lead off in the bottom half, where the Squirrels are still leading 3-0. Melendez is going to take over on the mound. Derek Barton will move to first base, and I imagine he's going to actually bat in Jacob's spot too, even though that is definitely illegal. Tom 2 for 3 on the day. First pitch, a high fastball for strike one. Swings at a high fastball and misses, 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. One out. Zach 0 for 3. Though he did reach base on a fielder's choice his last time up when they threw to home to prevent a run but didn't take the out. He has an 0-2 count in this at-bat. Swing and a miss, strike three. Quinton to take his first at-bat. He will bat right-handed. First pitch bounces in. Swing and a miss will make it 1-1. Hits this one into the shallow outfield. Aaron Hill will go back and make the grab. We go into the 9th inning. It's a 3-0 Squirrels lead, and yes, they definitely did not do the double switch correctly, so the Marlins get another free pinch hitter. Hanahan, don't remember him either, is going to come to the plate. Jack Hanahan, oh, I think I do vaguely remember him from this game, not from real life. So let's put Shibuya into Zach's spot. We will bring Miyake in to play right. Shibuya, I believe, going for save number 37 on the year. Hanahan does stay in to hit, and he grounds to second for the first out of the inning. Back to the top of the order, where Indy Chavez is 0 for 3. First pitch inside. This pitch is down and in, 2-0. Ground ball, that gets over Shibuya's head. Phil ends up fielding it, and he does not get it over to first in time. That's going to go down as an infield hit. Aaron Hill at the plate then with 1 on and 1 out. Swings and misses at a breaking ball. Hits this one too softly hit for a double play, and in fact Phil makes the wrong decision to go to second, gets nobody out, brings David Hill to the plate. It's going to go down as a fielder's choice, but it probably really ought to be an error. Right with the 2-0 count. Hits a high hopper. Kester will not go anywhere with it. Defense kind of letting Shibuya down here. It's bases loaded with 1 out. Josh Willingham fouls the first pitch off. Swings and misses at a high fastball. Swings and misses at another fastball for the second out of the inning. Derek Barton completely batting out of order. Once again, 2 games in a row this has happened. He looks at strike 1. This pitch is inside. This one fouled away. It's 1-2. Goes with the breaking ball, and it's fouled away again. And that's going to be a base hit. Marlins are not going to be shut out, and in fact, cut the lead to 1. Runners on the corners for Cody Ross. Tying run is on third base. First pitch is a bit outside. There's a called strike. That pitch down and in. Inside again. Squirrels should be out of this game if Phil had just thrown to first. Full count, 2 outs. Runner on first will take off. Fly ball. That's going to get foul, and Quinton won't get there. So we'll try it again. Runner will take off again. A pop-up. Kester is under it. And the game got a little exciting, but the Squirrels do take it. Your final score, Florida Marlins 2, Indianapolis Squirrels 3. None of the balls in that 9th inning were hit hard. They were all just very well placed or flat out mistakes by the defense. But Shibuya gets his save, so good for him. All right, Frank's going to be your player of the game. Thank you, everybody, for watching. If you'd like to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, feel very free. Otherwise, we've got the Marlins again tomorrow. We will see you then.